So this is a continuation of part 2 of costing and estimation of electrical system in domestic building. So in part 2 we have calculated the length of phase and neutral wire for the sub-circuit. Okay. So actually we got length of phase wire is 20.9 meter and length of neutral wire we obtained 11.2 meter, and total length is 20.9 plus 11.2, that is 32.1 meter, and we apply the elements of 20%, then it becomes 38.5 meter. So 38.5 meter is the wire length of wire required for installing our sub-circuit. Then the next is the calculation of length of wire in power circuit. Actually we have a single power circuit. Okay, so here the length of phase wire and neutral wire are same, because both the phase and wire which originate from DB and it goes to power plug. So the both phase wire and neutral wire are same. So we can calculate the length of phase wire from the figure. So this is the figure, and the both phase and neutral of a power circuit which starts from dB. So length, we can calculate the length by adding the sections AB plus BC plus CF plus FG plus GI plus IJ plus JO. Okay, and we know the length of AB, that is 1 meter. We obtained this 1 meter the position. Okay, the DB placed in 1.5 meter from the floor level, and B is the positioned at 2.5 meter, that is a batten height. So AB is equal to 2.5 minus 1.5, that is 1 meter, and we assumed BC, that is 0.3 or 0.2. Then CF, okay, CF is the midpoint of central point of the length along the length of the building, that is 2.5. So 5 by 2, 2.5. So CF is equal to 2.5. Then FG is equal to 0.5. Okay, because G is the point at the ceiling and F is the point at batten height, or 2.5 from the floor level. So the height of the building is assumed as 3 meter. So FG become 3 minus 2.5, 0.5. Then GI, okay, GI, the section GI, length GI is the midpoint of width of the room, so that is 3.5 by 2, so GI 1.75. Then IJ, okay, IJ also 5 by 2, that is 2.5. Then JO, the value, the dimensions are not given, so you assume it's 2.8, because the power plug is installed near the floor level, so you assume 2.8. The building height is 3, so you assume 2.8 or 2.7. Okay, now here we assume 2.8 meter. Okay, so that is the length of length of wire required in power circuit. Now we move to the calculation of length of wire in power circuit. So here it is A, B, C, F, G, I, J, O. Okay, so AB 1, BC 0.2, that is assumption. Then CF 2.5. Then FG 0.5. Then GI 1.75. Then IJ 2.5. Then JO 2.8, that also assumption. So we get 11.25. Okay, so that is the length of phase wire required in power circuit. So similarly we have to calculate the length of neutral wire. So both length, phase and neutral wire length are same. So multiplying with 2, 11.25 into 2, we get 22.5. So apply the allowance of 20%, you get 27 meter. So this is the length of wire required for installing the power circuit. Next one is earth wire. So we need to calculate the earth wire. So earth wire also, the length of earth wire and the length of phase or neutral wire are same. So the length of phase and neutral wire are 11.25 meter. So applying the allowance 10%, we get 12.5 meter. So this is the length of wire required for earthing design. Next one is length of batten. Okay, length of batten for both circuits. It's a common batten, okay, or it's a concealed. We can use batten or PVC conduit for concealed wiring. So in this problem, we are using batten wiring. Okay, so these batten are common for both sub-circuit and power circuit. Okay, both sub-circuit and power circuit. So the length of batten. So see the figure. So the batten length is obtained by adding the section AB plus BC plus CF plus D to E plus FG plus GI plus IK plus KM plus IH plus HL plus IJ plus JO. So that is the length of batten required for this installation. So here first section A, B, C, D, E. So AB 1, then BC 0.2, CD 2.3, DE 1.2. The second section DF, GI, HL. DF 0.2, FG 0.5, then GI 1.75, then IH 1.75, then HL 0.5. Then third section IKM. Okay, in IKM section, IK, length of IK 2.5, KM 0.5. Then next one IJO. Okay, so IJ, length of IJ 2.5, then JO, that is 2.8. So we get 17.7 meter. By applying the allowance of 20%, we get 21.3 meter. So this is the length of batten required for our installation. Next one, costing. So actually costing, cost of material required, that is equal to rate into number of material, quantity of material. Okay, so that is the costing equation. Cost of material required equal to rate of one piece into quantity of material. The next cost is labor cost. Okay, so how we calculate the labor cost for electrical system design means it based on the electrical points to be wired. Okay, total number of points to be wired. So the calculation of number of point in dB, distribution board. Okay, we consider the point 1 electrical point for a single circuit in a dB. Okay, for a single circuit in a dB. So in our dB we have two circuit, one sub circuit and one power circuit. So we consider in our problem we consider the dB point as 2. Okay, so we take 2. That is dB point, first 2. Next one, calculation of number of points in switches. Okay, so we consider 1 point in each switch. So we have actually we have 4 switches, 3 switches in sub-circuit and 1 in power switch. Okay, so 4 switches are there. So we consider 4 electrical points. So 2 plus 4. Okay, 4 point. Next one, calculation of load point. Okay, actually we have, so we consider 1 point as each load. Okay, so we have 2 light point and 1 fan point. So total point, load point are 3. So we add plus 3. So actually the total number of points in our building is 9. Okay, 2 for dB. That's for 1 for sub-circuit and 1 for power circuit. Then 4 number for switches. 3 for sub-circuit switch, 1 for power circuit switch, and 3 for the electrical load, 2 for light load, and 1 for fan. So total 2 plus 4, 6 plus 3, 9. Okay, so total number of points required in our building is 9. And a wireman with the help of a helper, can do 3 points in a single day for batten wiring. Similarly, for conduit wiring, a wireman with the help of helper can complete 2 electrical points in a single day for conduit wiring. So in batten wiring, the wireman can complete 3 points in a single day with the help of helper. For conduit wiring, he can complete the 2 points in a single day for conduit wiring with the help of helper. So actually we are considering it is a batten wiring, and the total points is calculated as 9. Okay, so number of days required for a wireman helper. number of days required for a wireman and helper. Actually we have 9 points and wireman with the help of a helper can complete 3 points in a single day. So number of days required for a single wireman with the helper equal to 9 by 3. Okay, because it's a pattern wiring. 9 by 3, so 3 days. So 3 days is required to complete this work. So actually we assume the rate of wireman, that is equal to 1000, and the rate of helper, that is equal to 700. So cost of labor equal to 3 into 1000 plus 700. Okay, 3 into 1000 plus 700. Okay, so 1700 into 3. Okay, not 3400. It's wrong value. You calculate 3 into 1000. 3 is the number of days into 1000 is the cost or rate for wireman in a single day. 700 is the rate of helper in a single day. So 3 into 1000 plus 700. Okay, thank you.